I'm also going to let you know a little bit about Lauren Mercer. Lauren was the child that drew her family close to the Surrey Food Bank. She learned about the Tiny Bundles program at the age of 5 in 2003 and has been donating and advocating for it for the past 13 years. Lauren is an avid equestrian show jumper and is graduating high school this year. Yeah, she's in high school. She has a goal of one day riding on Canada's national team, as well as working with youth teens who are suffering anxiety by providing opportunities to develop relationships with horses. Yes. Yeah, I feel rude. I'm sorry. If everyone could take it down a few levels, that would be awesome. Sorry. I know it's breakfast and it's exciting. Yes, so Lauren's going to be coming up here in a minute, as well as Haley Mercer. Haley has literally grown up around the Surrey Food Bank from a much younger age than her bigger sister. She's known the Surrey Food Bank team since she was only 4 years old. She, too, loved the idea of bringing stuff to the food bank for hungry babies and also chose 11 years ago to begin donating her very own birthday presents to the Tiny Bundles program. Haley is finishing grade 10 right now and is a competitive equestrian show jumper as well that also enjoys working out in the gym. Her dreams include owning her own equestrian training business, which includes a personal training facility. Please welcome these three wonderful people to the stage.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Wow, there's a lot of people. My name's Lauren. This is my sister, Haley. We're just going to tell you our story. So I'm 18 years old, and I have been advocating and volunteering at the Surrey Food Bank since I was 5. I've always considered myself the normal kid, so I'm very grateful that I was even asked to speak here today. Sort of shocked, really. I've seen so many big companies, groups, and organizations do so many really monumental things for the Surrey Food Bank that I guess I consider myself on a lower rank. But looking back over the past 13 years, I guess I have made sort of a difference.
Hi, my name's Haley. I'm 15. I've been advocating and volunteering at the Surrey Food Bank for about 10 years now. And I tell people it's got to be about 10 years because when I was only 4 or 5, I just followed my big sister around everywhere, so I think that counts. But I quickly found out how much fun they made it to come here and help and how great I felt afterwards. Sometimes even gave me chocolate. Even if it meant getting less presents for my birthday, that didn't stop me. And my parents even said I could do something different, but I really wanted to donate to the babies at the Tiny Bundles.
It all started when some people from the Surrey Food Bank came to my school in kindergarten to talk about donations. I was shocked that kids just like me were going hungry at mealtimes when I had full cupboards at home. The Tiny Bundles program really resonated in my 5-year-old heart because it was unbelievable to me that babies of all would go hungry sometimes. I had a birthday party not long after, and I thought, why not ask people to bring gifts or donations for the food bank instead of gifts for me? I was getting presents for my family members anyway. It went over really well with all my friends, and they went all out bringing in amazing gifts like bassinets and even strollers. My friends tell me they all loved going out shopping for the baby gifts.
Our family always had so much fun helping at the food bank. Did I mention that they gave me chocolate? I decided I wanted to do the same thing with my birthday party and my friends. And guess what happened? The same thing. We filled up boxes and boxes of donations specifically for the Tiny Bundles. And each birthday I couldn't wait to bring in all the donations to Marilyn and gang. My friends and their parents were always so supportive of this idea, and a few of my friends even began to do the same thing at their birthday parties, for Tiny Bundles and for some other organizations that are important to them too, like the SPCA and Helping the Animals.
We both continued doing this at each birthday from then on, and we also started coming to volunteer at the Surrey Food Bank on a regular basis.
Our favorite job to do was making layettes for the Tiny Bundles program up in the cage. That's a picture of the room that used to store all the donations for the Tiny Bundles program. It was called the cage because it was a bit small and dark, which is why it was called that. And we had a great time organizing the room and creating the layettes that would be handed out to the new moms throughout Tiny Bundles. The little outfits were so cute, and the little teddy bears were so adorable as well. You can see the boxes were previously used to hold Girl Guide cookies.
What made it more fun was bringing friends along from school. I noticed that they worked hard to do a good job, and they still had a great time, just like we did. And then afterwards, we would always get asked, next time you go volunteer, can we come again too? We did something good for the babies in the Tiny Bundles program, and then we went away feeling good about how we helped out.
I think many teenagers today are very social justice oriented. We're very connected to what is happening in the world throughout social media. You may be surprised to know that we always have lots of offers from friends who wanted to come out and help too. So each time we came, we felt like we shared the message about getting involved with your community and more people.
We always had no shortage of people wanting to come help out. We brought Girl Guide groups, birthday parties, friend groups, even some of my parents' adult friends. It didn't seem to matter what kind of group came, work got done.
The sortathons were always so much fun because it brought out everybody's competitive side and everybody wanted to win. Even the peaceful Girl Guides and brownies pulled up their sleeves to get into the competition. It was really funny to watch the adults as they told their kids that all that mattered was the help that they were giving while they were totally trying to win.
This year, my sister and I were asked to put forth a group for the sortathon, so we went to our equestrian show jumping team. I put out a group message, and within a few minutes, we had filled up all the slots. We ended up winning this year, which I think will encourage these girls to come back again next year, maybe even do some volunteering on their own.
We introduced 10 new people to the world of volunteering, and all of them were enthusiastic about how much fun it was and how they can't wait to do it again. And our theme was wine, in case you were wondering, just in case.
The impact that the Surrey Food Bank has had on my life is huge. I can't imagine how I would have turned out without it. It's just a permanent part of me. In addition to the warm feeling in my stomach after a day of helping out, I'm amazed to this day that just one normal girl, was able to make a difference in somebody's life. It's crazy to me to think that a small action on my part made a difference for someone else. It really made me appreciate what I had and not to take anything for granted. As a little girl, I had no idea how tough it was for some people because I'd only ever been exposed to my comfortable life. I think the single most important thing I've gotten out of this exposure is to the real world. It's opened my eyes to the reality that there are so many different situations out there. It's something that reflects on me every day.
The Surrey Food Bank has also made a significant impact on my life. As well as opening my eyes to the real world and putting things into perspective, I've really learned how to cope in sticky situations. Choosing the right thing to do is that little bit easier now, because I know my life is not as hard as those I see using the food bank. And I'm a visual learner, and I always have been. And in order to understand a new idea for me, it's better when I can see it laid out. The phrase, actions speak louder than words, had never meant a whole lot to me until I was able to pair it with a visual. My volunteer work at the Surrey Food Bank. I think understanding this phrase has also made me a better person. And I know that sounds cheesy, but I can now apply those words to other situations and have a greater outcome than previously.
This year, because of my philanthropy work, I was honored to receive the Diane Tidball Legacy Foundation Riding Scholarship, which will allow me to compete at Thunderbird Show Park, ranked number 2 in North America, all year as a scholarship rider. Diane Tidball was an amazing woman who gave without hesitation, and I'm truly humbled to be considered alike to her.
No, we're not saying that you should volunteer and donate for the recognition, because that's pretty much defeating the point. And integrity means doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. However, a lot of good things can come from you giving an hour or two up to help others.
For example, I was in the newspaper 3 times, something that was a huge deal to me as an 8-year-old.
People still read the newspaper?
Haley, there are people from the Now and the Leader here.
Oh yeah, big fan. Love you guys.
I was also fortunate enough to win Surrey Youth Volunteer of the Year when I was 9, even though at the time I had no idea how much it would mean to me in the future.
We've been fortunate enough to be recognized for our work helping others. There are so many hardworking volunteers that go unrecognized in other organizations. So it's always refreshing to see how well the Surrey Food Bank treats their volunteers, like Twyla. She's one good mother duck.
So we're going to leave you with a little challenge this morning.
And we want each of you to tell one person about the Surrey Food Bank. And not just mention it in passing, enthuse about it and rave about it, and tell them about how they need donations and how great it feels to give.
Whether it's your kids, grandkids, parents, relatives, or friends, I guarantee they'll keep the food bank in their mind somewhere and hopefully pass on the word to others.
Sounds like a pretty simple challenge if you ask me.
Well, hey, it's like the crack of dawn, okay? We want to make sure people understand it. This is so simple that even the people in here sleep watching will get it. Yeah, I see you, table 11. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our story. We hope our words made an impact on you like the Surrey Food Bank has made an impact on us.
Have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to donate.
For some strange reason, they always give me the toughest acts to follow. You know, one, they look a lot better than me, and they do a lot more than me. So just thank you so much, young ladies, for all your help over the years. I want to thank our young ladies who are such a hard act to follow. Man, this really sucks, okay?
Something together. I also wanted to say really quickly, Haley and Lauren, I just think that it is so refreshing to have youth interested in something like this as opposed to what the Kardashians are doing, so thank you. That is very refreshing. Keep it up.